Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of manga hell. And today we'll be reacting to the actual newest chapter of Fire Force, chapter 293, the Kusakabe family. So, I'm guessing we are gonna be focusing on Arthur's family. I mean, makes sense. He's stuck in space, and he, lost all his family. In fact, it seems like he's more siblings now than he had before, so it makes sense that we focus on him. No, but yeah, this is gonna be focused on Kusakabe and his brother and his mother. So yeah, we're gonna see what is up with his mother as well. The last chapter hinted at her possibly still being herself, just in appearance of a devil, but we'll see. So, anyways, the first page we have is like Shina pretending to be like Hero when he was a child. It's like Hero, as we have the narrator being like a promise that he made as a child. He's been steadily running in order to fulfill it until now. I guess referring to the whole destruction, and judging by the chapters, it seems like we're gonna start out with a flashback. So, anyways, narration's like mother, brother, and little brother. Happiest days where we had everything we ever wanted. We see a pretty solid house as I think her name was Maria. I think that's what his mother name was. Just I'm just gonna refer to her mother Kusakabe for simplicity's sakes. As she's looking at Shinra when he's like reading a picture book as she's sleeping in his crib, and she's smiling and preparing some food. So anyways, then we have Shu being a cute little baby like da abda da da. As Shina's then like to him, "Good morning, Shu. Alright." And then we have she'll be like, "Mom, Shu's awake." And then we have Mother Kumisaka be like, "Then it's about lunchtime. We'll eat in a minute." Which makes me think that this actually implies that every time Shu woke up was so specifically at the same time, so they were able to eat, which is very convenient. Although maybe their family just has no real specific like order when they eat, but still. Anyways, we have Kusaka, Shinra. We're going to mom, as he stands next to her, excited as she takes a note of it. We got a bit even close of his face as Monica Kusaka's like, Then we see the next panel shows displeased as then he spots to her, "Can I help you out with anything?" As Monica's like, "Ah." And then we have Marcus gonna be like, "Well, then I guess you can prepare the table." And Shannon's like, "Let's do this." I guess even since child, he was very, very, very helpful. Those types of heroes are the worst ones in my opinion. Since childhood being friendly, we are demons, people. We do not do that. Just no need to fight. Pretend to be like a too much or a good boy. So anyways, we have Marcus gonna be like, "Nice job plating up the table. Look, it looks good." And then we have Marcus gonna be like, "Table for free." And then we have Shu like sitting down. I guess he doesn't understand that Shu doesn't like need to be set a table for because he's still a baby. So anyways, Marcus is like, "But Shu can't eat regular food yet." So anyways, Marcus Okada just puts the thing that the milk the container, whatever that thing is called, under the plate, and that doodle the babies have. And then anyways, then we have that typical prayer that all characters in anime have, except they're deep villains, pretty much, or jackasses. It's like, "Let's eat," as even she was like, "Let." So anyways, then we have Shino eating it. And then we have Marcus the guy like quickly showing his in her hands as she puts the whatever the thing that babies used to eat. And she's like, "Chew your food properly." As she like finishes chewing, it's like it's so good. As Marcus the is very happy and very wholesome. She's like, "Trina, thanks for always being here to help." As Shino then immediately responds to her with, I've always kept mom and Shu safe since I'm a hero. So yeah, pretty sweet. Oh my god, we're already 8 pages in and this is and we're seeing the flashback. Please don't tell me this chapter is just gonna be the flashback. Please tell me we're progressing the plot. So here's we have some of the radio announcers be like, today's solar eclipse will occur at 5:07 p.m. where the sun god will temporarily be absent. We recommend that you stay cooped up in your homes and not go outside now for the next song. Seriously, that's the superstition these people have? The sun god will be absent? Oh, I'm pretty sure the sun god can go take a shit and come back for the solar eclipse, people. I mean, he's a god. He has to do that stuff as well. So anyways, we have Shina like drinking from his cup. And Shina then says, hey mom, what's a solar eclipse? As Mother Kusakabe is like, it's when the sun gets covered up by the moon. Well, she actually knows what these fucking stuff are. I would pretend like this is some super superstition. So anyways, Mazu says then like, the sun god is going to be gone for a little while, so let's stay home for today. Oh, doesn't she believe it? Maybe there are some who actually know how it works scientifically, but they still want to pretend like it's a whole sun god thing. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine it would be pretty strange for someone in their culture to be like, actually, you can scientifically explain and not no gods needed. So yeah, I guess that's probably why she said it this way, so he would, be saying the same things. So yeah, then we have Shuna be like, Then we have she'll be like, that sounds like some trouble. As saying, he comes to Shu, he's like, don't worry, Shu. And Shu's like, ah. And he seems like sticking his finger in Shino's mouth. And then we have Shino like going to what I'm guessing is supposed to be the balcony or being outside. So then he like sits there on the porch and he's like, stares in the sky, being like, I'll take you down. And then Marcus Scar would be like, what's the matter, Mr. Shinra? As Shazam responds to her, I'm keeping watch so the solar eclipse doesn't make it in, so you don't have to worry. I expect this is a pretty common reaction by some people. So anyways, then we have Marcus be like, the solar eclipse will happen later in the evening, remember? Don't tell me you're staying up until then. And then we have Shelby like, a hero doesn't go down without a fight. And then we have Marcus just pinching his cheeks and she's like, I'm leaving it to you, Captain Shinra. And she's like, Roger. And then she like Amsterdam goes back to I guess doing her chores or cleaning things up and she's smiling as she stares in the back balcony. As then he watches the sky and we see Shina getting a bit sleepy, like a bit nodding out. Like every person right now who's in school because of these fucking masks. I'm assuming that's very neutral right now. And then we have Shina like picking his eyes to like get back to open and back and getting back to being awake. Anyways, then we have Marcus Kirby like, Shinra, it's time for a break, alright? As she sees the Shinra fall asleep. Expected. Like, you can only force yourself to be awake for that long until you fall asleep. And then we have Marcus Kirby being like, as we see Shinra sleeping, and she pulls a blanket over him so he doesn't get cold. So anyways, then we have they're not just like, bzz, the solar eclipse will commence shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from going out unnecessarily. Bzz. As then we have, should be like, wah, wah. As Melancholy grabs Sure, he's like, what's the matter? The solar eclipse sure is scary, huh? It's okay though, don't worry. There. As she, does the cuddling thing with Shu. And she's like, wah, wah. As she starts to wake up. And then we have just be like, wow. As Marcus is like, don't be afraid. There. And she's like, wow. And then we have Shinra like putting his shirt down, and she was like, wow. As we see Shinra putting his cape on, as wow. As Marcus knows it, as Shinra screams like, shoo. As he comes in for a hug, entrance, but he slips on his escape and he falls. He's like, wow. And she was like, wow, as well as just wow because he's falling down. As he hits on the ground, it's like, it's fine, Shu. Shu Man came to save you. As we see the man coming over him, his head. As Marcus is just like, what? And she's like, Ugu. As Shu's then like, Shu Man is here, which is like supposed to be very sweet, but still. As then we have Marcus is like, what you doing, Shina? It's Shinaman, all right. And she's like also like she was also like, and she like takes another bit, and she was like, Ugu, hee ha ha ha. And seems to be copying the smile or something. I don't know. It's like very. He also has like a very derpy face right now. As you know, because it was like, you're safe now that Shinaman is here. And Shu is like, ooh. And then we have Shinra being like, oh, as and his mom as well, Shu seem to be looking at the eclipse. As there seems to be a blink, which I guess where the eclipse is ending and they are actually able to, see the sun properly rise from the eclipse. As Marcus guy puts her hand around Shinra, and she's like, it's beautiful, right? And Shu and Shinra look up in that, and they're both like smiling a bit and happy. As then we cut to the present time, finally, as Shu and Shina are like a bit crying about the past, not really sure how to react to it. So, anyways, then we have another. Then we have apparently, I'm guessing, more of a visualic scene with their past as they see like the eclipse rising as a hand kind of thing is coming approaching them. As they have should have been like, so the hand we saw in our door link back in the nether was mom? So I guess that explains some fears that people have, although to be fair that would be very obvious. And to be fair, I'm not really sure how far back are we going with this. But anyways, then we have Shubi Amelia running towards his mom and he's like, Mom! As he goes for a hug, their mother is also hugging Shu, and Shu was like, Mommy. As we see, the demon is currently hugging Shu about any issue. And then we have Homer be like, now that the world has come to an end, why is the evangelist's doppelganger wait, what? Now that the world has come to an end, why is the evangelist's doppelganger? Uh, End of chapter narration. Maui is the evangelist's doppelganger. The world may be dying, but as long as there are heroes, hope will never cease. As we end the chapter off with Avengers and Marie. Yeah, it's Maria. Her name is Marie. Well, actually Marie, but yeah. As she and mother both look at each other. So yeah, So yeah, Shinran Shu's mother was Evangelist's doppelganger this whole time, huh? I guess it does make sense, and I do think it's a bit worth theorizing during the flashback that this would maybe happen. And so, yeah, I don't really see a big problem here. That does put Evangelist down as a main bad guy now a bit. But yeah. So, anyways, the next chapter's title is Despair versus Hope. I feel like this might be like a battle between Evangelist or Shira's mother, the two finally interacting, but still. So, anyways, I guess this explains also why Shino's mother was so holy and pure. Because people saw Evangelist as holy and pure, so it makes only sense that their doppelganger would also be, no matter what happens. So I guess it does make sense. So it's kind of funny how like and we are also doing the stereotypical kind of balance where like the good one is the heaven, or the bad one is the heaven symbolism, while the good one is the devil symbolism. Funny, but I guess it's pretty standard at this point. So yeah, end of chapter. So this chapter, it's mostly a flashback, so it's kind of hard to comment on them. They're one of those things where you're like, alright, I've read it, but let's read something else, or, oh my god, I can't believe I'm waiting a week for this, so it's kind of understandable. But to be fair, it is a pretty, like, wholesome and trying to, like, be a very good flashback, so it does make sense. Plus, the end reveal with Mari and Avengers being the same person, just a doppelganger, does also make sense. It does feel like there should be, you know, that it should be revealed at this point. It's not like the last second, so it doesn't make sense. The heartwarming moment between Shu is very well. It's just this chapter is good as like a chapter in the story, but it's not one of those week to week chapters in my opinion. But with that said, I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. Tell me in the comments below what did you think of this chapter, did you like it, did you hate it, all that good stuff. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all immortals next time. Goodbye.